Morello Services Thundersport GP1s here at Mallory Park. Steve's waiting for him down on the grid.
The second Morello Services GP1 race is here now, and Phil Crowe is going to look to try and get a win away from Mr. Ingram here. He got away very well in that first one and managed to get about a 2 or 3 second lead. Third on the grid here, Ian Mackman. Well, you heard from him in the first race. He's going to do all he can to tag onto the front two. And what can Sam Hornsey do? Plenty of other bikes out there to look out for, including Baker, De Rosa, Wilkins, Robin. The list continues.
Yeah, it's a fantastic entry this year. There we see number 34, Brian Greenfield. He's got our onboard camera in this race, so hopefully we're going to get a good start. There, Sid says, watch the lights. I'll tell you what, there's a bit of tension up the front. Phil Crowe on pole position with John Ingram, Ian Mackman and Peter Baker beside him. But here we go. I've got my right hand going, and I'm going to see if I can get between those two ahead. I can't quite make it, and we're coming down into Gerard's. Meanwhile, up the front, Phil Crowe. Time from pole position. At the moment, we're just trying to see if we can stay on and B, thread our way down steady straight towards the winners. And John Ingram has just squozed past at the front, so Ingram leads from Phil Crowe. Ian Mackman in third and Peter Baker in fourth.
Yeah, you can see Greenfield there, just inside the top 8, and you can hear from the engine revving there. It just shows you how quick these bikes are going around Gerard's. And Greenfield then in about 7th position, but at the front it is services resumed with John Ingram, Phil Crowe. Angelo De Rosa is going to be looking to try and keep up with Ian Mackman. A little moment there, a little bit further back into Shaw's hairpin. Oh, that's a nasty one. That's Les Liney. Well, the bike just completely changed direction, and it looks as though he's wiped out.
It's Ben Broadway, I think.
Oh, it is, yes.
That's Ben Broadway, one of the tallest riders out there. And in fact, I think Les's bike also caught him on the way down, so it's good to see the two of them from there as the leaders back. Gerard's once again. It's still Ingram. Crowe hustling left and right. And look at that, Ingram almost out of the seat under braking and Crowe underneath him. Phil Crowe then takes the lead for the first time in this one, just from John Ingram.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of room there, and but once you've committed, there's nothing you can do about it. So it's close your eyes and hope that it grips. We've got waved yellows. I think that's from that accident of Les Liney's earlier. A little bit of a debris flag, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Mackman's still in there. There's Peter Baker from Morello Services. Sam Hornsey, RLR Motorsports, doing well to keep up with everyone on his Triumph 675, but it is Crowe that leads from Ingram.
Yeah, great performance by the young man. Yes, the marshals doing another great job up there, clearing both bikes and riders and indeed the track after that early incident. It's going to be very interesting, Steve, to see whether or not Phil Crowe can stay ahead of John Ingram. He was very quick in that earlier race, but Phil Crowe definitely, as he always is, well up for this one.
He is up for it, yes, and they're trying to build a lead at the moment. Just on board with Brian Greenfield, and he actually went down 1 or 2 gears into Gerard's. He's keeping it flat out all the way. Down a couple of gears, you can hear the engine just trying to keep up with the gear change down as he goes through Red Wings. He's just lost the position there. But Greenfield then still inside the top 10 just.
Fantastic shots from Brian's bike, but there, John Ingram in second place, working hard, running down through the elbow. Phil Crowe is the target, but Phil leading well.
Well, I'll tell you something you don't want to hear when you're leading a race, Robin, is that you've got a 10-second penalty for a yellow flag infringement, and that's exactly what last year's champion has got here, Phil Crowe, number 1. Yellow flag infringement somewhere on circuit, so he's now going to have a 10-second penalty, which means, well, in fairness, he's got a 6-second lead over Ingram already, but he's going to have to make more of it.
Right, well, he really does have to push on then, and it will make life very difficult for him. There we see Alex Heaton just ahead, I think, of Mark Newland there. And good to see Alex up in GP1s as well for this season.
It is, yeah, he's out on the night road racing Ducati, and this is a very impressive result from him. Currently inside the top 3 of the Superstock 1000s. Last lap flag out then. Crowe's got to find 10 seconds if he wants to win this race. It looks about 8 or 9. It could be quite close. I wonder if he's aware himself that the infringement is in place.
It's always very difficult, isn't it? Because the riders, they're always looking a long way ahead down the track, and whether or not they can pick up pit signals and pit boards, it's always a bit of a moot point. Sometimes they even manage to miss a few flags being waved in their faces. But, well, Phil Crowe certainly pushing on. He's not the sort of rider who slacks off towards the end of the race. So you're absolutely right. It's going to be on the clock, this one. It could be very close indeed.
Baker there just going through, and he looks like he's going to be good for 4th place overall for the 2009 champion. But Phil Crowe's going to come across the line. He'll probably think that he's won this, and he does.
He certainly does. It's a good wheelie to celebrate as well. And lots of applause there for the pit wall, but it's all on the clock now. And, well, look at this, John Ingram. He looks like he thinks he's won as well. And I tell you what, the clock gives it to Ingram. He's going to get it by 62 thousandths of a second. John Ingram nabs the win. Phil Crowe was second. Ian Back was third of the leading Superstock. And, well, there they are on the podium. Ingram, the winner again. Standings, John Ingram then by 5 points from Phil Crowe. Ian Backman third from Peter Baker, Mark Newland and Sam Hornsley. There we see the Superstocks. Ian Backman, the winner of those, from Angela DeRosa and Alex Heaton. In their standings, yes, Ian Backman then with that lead from Mark Newland, Angela DeRosa, Alex Heaton, Brian Greenfield and Jamie Wilkins. And in the Super Twins, another win for Lee Reevely from Scott Adam and Dan Cruikshank. Reevely, Adam, Cruikshank, Dave Milling, Les Liney and Lee Powell. It's the standings in the Super Twins.